my name is Munro. I'm an illustrator from New Zealand. I work at Kiwa Digital, and I'm just going to go through my process of how I create illustrations. I usually work on iPad with an Apple Pencil, but in the beginning I just start off with paper. I start drawing out all my ideas that I think up. Once I've got a good idea, I go through and I do a quick rough sketch. And once that rough sketch is done, I start drawing over the top, kind of like tracing over the top of it, cleaning up the line work and making it not look like a sketch, just making it look really fine. And with this picture I started drawing the foreground colours first, because I wanted to think about colours while I was drawing. And I started to put in the water and the backgrounds and the sky colour to just have it there in my mind while I worked, and it will help me pick out the colours for the rest of the characters. So once I've done that, I start filling in the line work and I clean up all the characters one by one. Usually go through and clean up the line work and colour in at the same time. Not everybody does this, but I don't even do it all the time, but it works for me sometimes. Once I've put in a flat colour over the whole thing, I go through and start colouring in the individual parts, like the t-shirts, the shorts, and the shoes, and just putting in flat colours. And then once that's done, I start adding highlights and shadows and a bit of textures. Like with the Bigfoot, I added a bit of kind of a furry looking texture, just because he was just a big brown guy, so I thought I'll add a bit of texture to it to make him stand out a bit. Then I add in a bit of colour, a bit of shading and highlights to give him a nice kind of shape. Kind of makes him pop out a bit, look a bit 3D. I also once I've done that, I start to think about adding more details, and like flowers, and adding things in the foreground, making things a bit blurred in the foreground, and adding a few shadows to the bottom of the characters to show where the light's coming from. And yeah, once I've done that, I just go through, do that same process with the other characters, clean up the line work, drop in some flat colours, and start adding shading and highlights to them. And yeah, basically that's pretty much how I do it. I try to think about different ideas at the same time, what they might be wearing, try to change it up a little bit, but usually I've got that in mind beforehand. Sometimes I colour in over the line, and then I go back and I rub out the edges so it's all clean and inside the line, all the colours. And that's pretty much it. Once all the characters are coloured up, I start working on the background colour, trying to figure out what looks best, and trying to blend the background with the characters to make them seem like they're really in the picture together. I just try to blend the colours really until it looks like a nice piece. It's finished.